Hit that's mad.
Trims.
Like this, innit?
Yeah, that's fine. Zed, how are you today, my broski?
I'm good, my bro. What are you telling me?
Not too bad, not too bad. Just gonna ask you a few questions just to get to know you a bit more.
Alright.
As a person, as an artist.
Yeah.
To start off, where were you born?
I was born in Italy, Milano.
Milano, Italy.
Yeah.
What was it like growing up?
I like it was serious there as well, man. I like the environment there too. I won't lie to you, get it was all diverse people there, you get me? We got all the cultures there with us. Same way we got the cultures here in the UK, we got the same cultures there in Italy too, you get it? You understand?
Growing up in Italy, what did you want to become growing up?
Can't lie, I want to become a football player. You get it? That I used to love that Totti. When I used to play in Roma, yeah, that was my favourite football player in Italy. And then AC Milan Kaka as well, you get me? Yeah.
How old are you?
24.
As you mentioned, growing up in Italy, Milano. How old are you when you came to the UK?
I was 9. I left Italy when I was 9.
9 years old.
9 years old.
Okay. And what part of the UK did you come to?
Harsden,
Halsden.
London.
How long were you in Halsden for?
I lived in Harsden for at least a year. Then I moved on a little bit more in the back of Harsden. Lived for there for at least another 5-6 years before man ended up moving to North. You get? Where man met the other man from Tottenham and North too, you get?
What would you say is one of the biggest differences from growing up in Italy and UK? As you've had both experiences.
You know what? I see it as I don't really, it's like where man grew up in Italy, yeah, there's certain chances that man got in this country, yeah, that's harder to get in Italy, you understand? You get, I won't lie, you get, especially like when it comes to like, let's say fucking education and things like that, yeah, jobs and things like that, yeah. In this country, there's more to do than there. Even though there's still a nice country, don't get me twisted, there's still a lot to do more in this country than there, you understand? There's more chances for you in this country, you get? But even Italy is still nice, you get? But this country has a lot more, you get, to give.
Should say more in terms of work opportunities.
Work opportunities, talents, yeah, with, let's say studios, yeah. There's more avenues here to do with the music. Don't get twisted, there's avenues in Italy with music too, but you get like here, you got all young youths rapping, trying to do their thing, you understand? And they're going clear too, you get me? You understand? It's not like is an age group that's doing it. It's our range now, you understand? So it's like the talent is bigger here too, you get? But even the man in Italy, they're still doing their thing though. Don't get it twisted, you get?
Did you stay in education when you came to England?
Well, I started off education until like late of my college years, innit? I was in education and that, yeah. And then my friend ended up passing away, you get me? And then when he passed away, like, man just blacked out and just stopped. I stopped focusing on education because me and him had goals to do in education. We were meant to go uni together, do things and that, understand? But when my man died, yeah, like he blacked man out. You understand? You get it? Because it was mad to handle, you get me?
At which point in your timeline in education did this happen? Like how old were you when your friend suddenly passed away? 19.
Yeah.
So were you in college?
Yeah.
Okay. What were you studying?
I was studying sports psychology.
Were you studying the same thing?
No, he was studying IT, but we was meant to go to the same uni, innit? You get, and do our own thing together, you get. Obviously, where this happened, yeah, like, it's not an easy thing, you understand? most man will tell you from the road, you understand? Shit happens on the road and it's how you choose to handle it, you understand? The way man had to handle it was do my thing, make my bread, yeah, and come studio, understand? This is why man comes studio too, because shout out to Bands, yeah, like if you look at the start of my YouTube channel, I got songs with him, you understand? I started the channel with him, you understand? He used to upload the songs for me, understand? You get? And the shout out to his mum as well. His mum always supporting my music, so that's part of the reason why man kept on going on the music too, you get? Understand? Like, I dropped education because I couldn't do it. My head was gone at that moment. And I just focused on music and getting money. I won't lie, you get?
Did you want to become an artist as well?
Until I was 14 or 15, nah. But when I turned, like after 15 and that year, like I started, like I said, doing these freestyles with my friends and chilling, banning and all of this. You see, then that's when I started seeing like I got a little talent. I wanna continue it, do something with it. You understand? You get?
And what about your friends, Bands?
My friend Bands, he used to rap as well, man. He used to spit some hard bars. Like I got songs with him on my channel still. I got freestyles with him on my channel. You get?
What was one of your first influences in music? Like what brought you into music?
You know what? You know what it was, yeah. When I was growing up with my friends, yeah, we used to be out chilling on the block every day. I would just run beats, yeah. I would get bored, start running beats, yeah. And we used to just freestyle, understand? But I never really cared about music like that. I used to just freestyle. And one day, like I was walking with my dad, yeah, down Seven Sisters side, yeah. Must have went past one studio, and I heard the beat playing from the studio through the speakers, innit? When I heard that like made me feel like, whoa, how would it be if I'm in a booth and I record my tunes and that, you get? And that's when man linked up with my other guy that I ain't seen in a minute, Power, you get me? And then I went to the studio and that's when I made my first track there, understand? You get?
What year was that?
That was 2018. 2018, let's say early summer 2018. Like,
what was it called? Was it on YouTube right now?
Yeah, the first song I made was No Hook, yeah. The second one was Get Rich. Then the third one, shout out to my guy from Money AK, I made a song with him 24/7. That was like the first songs, that first 3 songs though. Again, I remember that place though.
So what keeps drawing you into music? What keeps you happy when you do it?
You know what, like, I got a long story to tell, you get? And a lot of my friends too got a long story to tell. Like, some might rap, some don't rap, you understand? So it's like, when I rap, yeah, it's like I'm telling a story, you get? If you listen to all my songs, you will hear that it's a story that I'm telling, you get? It's like, I like storytelling, and when I find out I can rap and storytell it in my rap in different ways and people will hear it, yeah, that's what keeps me going, you get? I see people want to hear my stories, want to know what's going on, you understand? What got me onto this music thing, you get? All the things that happen in man's life, you get? Like man mention it straight in on the beat, you understand? It's cool, there's certain things that I ain't said, but them, they're soon to come too, you get? But trust me, you get? In reality, yeah, man's got a story to tell, that's why man's really on this thing.
What's one advice you'll give to yourself in 2018 when you started with your first track, No Hook?
Till now, looking at myself from then till now. You know what, yeah? I remember, yeah, the first time I made a tune, yeah, I had no energy to the track, you understand? You get? And then, as time went, yeah, I deeped a lot. You get? Man needs more energy and change how my rhythm sounds. Sometimes man will jump on certain beats and I'm forcing it to sound like I want it to sound, but if it's not sounding, man should just change up and go to the next beat, you get? But I used to just stay on the same, try to do that same track, you understand? You get? But
what's one advice you give to a young artist?
don't let the haters ever bring you down, understand? You get? Keep pushing, understand? Because every artist had to keep on pushing to get where they got to, you understand? You get? It's your talent, yeah, and your effort and motivation. Don't let someone else bring your motivation down, no matter what you go through, you understand? hold your chin up, keep your head high, and keep on going forward, bro. Understand? Because God will always have you, understand? God will never put you through something that you can't do, you understand? And if you want to do this, yeah, and you know you can do it, don't hold yourself back from doing it. Don't waste time, bro. Understand? Because you only live once, not twice, you get me? No one's died and came back alive, you understand? You only live once, not twice.
And as we know, there's a lot of talented artists within the UK. Are you able to name 2 or 3 that you're listening to at the moment, or you feel that making sense to you?
OG ones or new upcoming artists, the ones that are popping right now or from back in the day?
Both.
You know what, yeah? I will give it to Nines, yeah? Nines music hard, yeah? Yeah, I was fucking... Tunde as well for Money, cold, yeah? J Huss, always been cold with it. Afro style, everything, yeah? J Huss as well. You get, that's like my 3. Tunde, J Huss, Nines.
What's some of your favorite genres to make in music?
But I love Afro, I love the rap thing too, and the trap thing, you get? But my main one that man rate the most is the Afro one still, can't lie, you get? If I try and make an Afro trap and it don't sound right, I'll be pissed, you understand? You get? Like, man care about the Afro tunes more.
And where in Africa are you from?
Ghana.
Have you been to Ghana before?
Yeah.
How many times?
4 times.
And your last experience, how was it?
Kinda nice, beautiful. I see my family. I see how we're living there. You get it? Same way how we living here, they're living there on a different flex. You understand? You get it? Even there in Ghana, there's a lot of talent there, man. You get it? You see it live, or you see people doing, singing, rapping. You get it? Doing whatever they can get to put the talent out there. You understand? And people are donating to them. You understand? You get it? Like.
You're currently releasing music on all platforms?
All digital platforms.
Such as? Just name us a few.
Spotify, Boomplay, iTunes, Deezer, Tidal, iHeartRadio, AudioMac, YouTube Music.
And from what you've noticed, which countries seem to be listening more to your music?
I won't lie to you, there's at least like 4. India, got Ghana, Cambodia, and Italy. Those 4 that listen to me the most. Then UK comes after.
So at least that's an example showing other people that you don't just have to be contained in your country.
You understand? And you can get fans from everywhere, bro. You understand? It's depending how you choose to promote yourself out there. You understand? How big you want to be. If you want to be big only in your country, then you promote only in your country. If you want to be known around the world, you know what you do. You promote all around the world. You get your name about. You understand? That's how it works.
And for the last question I've got for yourself, as we all know, drill has been a big influence within UK rap within the last few years. You still see that genre of music sustaining itself more than the next 2 already, as we're in 2025 right now?
Well, like back in the day, the way drill sounded was slightly different. It was popping, but that type of drill music, if you try and promote it nowadays, is not getting far, you understand? But where the artists are able to get other type of drill beats that sound like drill and make songs, yeah, like for example Central C, yeah, his type of drill beats, yeah, they're like melodic type of drill beats, you get? And those type of drill beats, whatever he raps on it, yeah, you can sell it, you can go mainstream, you understand? You get? Back in the day, certain drill beats that the man used to jump on, you could go mainstream, but to a limit, you understand? You get? So it's how you choose to make that drill sound, you understand? You get me? If man want to make it sound horror, he can make it sound horror, and you know it's not gonna go that far, you understand? You get? You have to know how to make it sound, because nowadays all that drill music, they blacklisted it, because I know the man them's thing, they don't want the man them to go clear, so the man them have to think smarter. If they're gonna do drill music, get a different type of drill music, make it slightly mainstream or something. You understand? So you can get yourself out of that position, because they're trying to blackboard the whole actual the drill beats, the normal drill artists and that. You can see the problems that they get. You understand? Songs get taken down, all this shit. You understand? You don't want to face all of that. You're getting views and then they're mashing up your things and then things like that. You don't want all of that, man. You get? It's depending how the man them choose to make a sound. Back in the day, that could run. Now, that can't run no more. Like, they made it clear.
Zed, I appreciate your time for the questions.
Love. In exactly 2 minutes, I'm gonna jump on this beat, yeah, and I'm gonna try and make this horse track in 30 minutes, yeah. Let's see if man can do that. You get 2:28, Sunday, 9th March. You get 2:30, yeah, right now.
Ero piccolo in strada, trap, dicevano che paga, 10 anni dopo ti porto brick della canna, rossi occhi, qua facciamo shots come Totti, questa figa vuole darmi sloppy, ma devo andare di là perché ci sono soldi di là. Devo andare di là perché ci sono soldi di là. La strada, trap, dicevano che
20 minutes left on the clock.
soldi di là. Ero
Just
piccolo
20
in
minutes left.
strada, trap, dicevano che paga. Sipping Henny, no chaser. If you live high, live you wouldn't care about danger. I ain't worried about a hater. They must have made a heartbreaker. Like a bitch, see you later. Breaking down keys, but I don't need a locksmith. Therefore, I ain't got it, but I got this. Yo, bring it back. Sipping Henny, no chaser. If you live high, live you wouldn't care about danger. I ain't worried about a hater. Then mix it after. Let me drop the verse. Now they let me on bail, now I'm back in the trap. You can tell by the smell while I'm clearing all these jars. I'm thinking about serious bars, was meditating and I got me a buzz. I can show you how I was, grinding for the morning to the evening. Still the bands weren't touching that ceiling. Grab a next one, kept repeating. We call it juke, you call it dealing. Sounds better like a cigarette. Questa figa vuole sono soldi di là. I remember running through, can tell by the smell while I'm clearing out these jars. I'm thinking about serious bars, was meditating and I got me a buzz. I can show you how it was. And look what we've done to the whole track so far. Yo, ero piccolo in strada, trap, dicevano che paga, 10 anni dopo ti porto il brick della canna, così occhi, ma facciamo shots come Totti, questa figa vuole darmi sloppy, ma devo andare di là perché ci sono soldi di là. Ero piccolo in strada, trap, dicevano che paga, 10 anni dopo ti porto il brick della canna, così occhi, ma facciamo shots come Totti, questa figa vuole darmi sloppy, ma devo andare di là perché ci sono soldi di là. Sipping Henny, no chaser. If you live hard, live you wouldn't care about danger. I ain't worried about a hater. They must have met a heartbreaker. Like a bitch, see you later. Breaking down keys, but I'm in the locksmith. They thought I ain't got it, but I got this. Let it catch like what's this? My money that's blood and YouTube top bits. In a trap, catching them losses and profits. I have a bitch, breaking down my boxes. Can't get for lethal. When it lands I need a reload. You can't teach me by the G-code. Era piccolo in strada, trap, diceva non che paga. Dice anni dopo ti porto il brick della cana. Rossi occhi, poi facciamo shots come Totti. Cosa figa vuole darmi sloppy, ma devo andare di là perché ci sono soldi di là. Ero piccolo in strada, trap, dicevano che paga. 10 anni dopo ti porto il brick della cana. I remember running through after all, too sure. Let me give you some more. In a trap I put a slow. Before the fence, I have to be at the door. Got Cali, got night. I can show you any height. Ask a friend, he knows any line. Used to be shy, but not before Elizabeth. Sitting in cells, burning like a cigarette. Now they let me out and bow, now I'm back in the trap. You can tell by the smell while I'm clearing out these jars. I'm thinking about serious buzz, was meditating and I got me a buzz. I can show you how it was. Era piccolo in strada, trap, dicevano che paga. Sono soldi di là. Era piccolo in strada, trap, dicevano che paga. Brick della cana, così occhi, poi facciamo shots come Totti. Questa figa vuole darmi sloppy, ma devo andare di là perché ci sono soldi di là.
Look, 3 o'clock, done.